Tonight, the owner of a popular Atlanta vegan restaurant chain is denying unpaid wage allegations in a lawsuit filed by former employees. Slutty Vegan CEO Aisha Pinky Cole is one of 3 people named in a complaint filed against Bar Vegan. News Edge reporter Joy Dukes has more on the accusations against them and their response.
That complaint was filed in November on behalf of Bar Vegan employees who say the Slutty Vegan owner and her business partners violated federal law by requiring them to return a portion of their tips. Well, the co-owners are denying virtually all of those claims. A lawsuit against Bar Vegan filed by attorneys representing 5 of its former employees accuses the restaurant, co-owned by Slutty Vegan creator Aisha Pinky Cole, Aaron Madison, and Jason Crane, of stiffing servers on their tips. The complaint filed in mid-November alleges that the popular hotspot withheld a portion of the tips that servers earned while paying them below minimum wage.
This is a type of case we handle a lot of these here in our office, and it's based off of the tip credit regulations.
Attorney Travis Faust represents those former employees, including Morgan, Georgia, who said she worked at Bar Vegan for more than 2 years, and during that time, the restaurant paid her $2.13 an hour while also requiring her to give up 25% of her tips.
Our allegations are, and what our clients say, is that Bar Vegan was keeping a large percentage of those tips to cover operational costs of the restaurants.
Faust tells Fox 5 they believe it's a violation of the Fair Labor Standards Act, or FLSA, which requires restaurants to allow employees to keep 100% of their tips if they're being paid less than minimum wage.
The tips are clearly the crucial part of their compensation. People can't live on $2.13 an hour. People can't pay their bills on $2.13 an hour, and which is why the regulations only allow that to happen if they're allowed to keep 100% of the tips.
Attorneys representing Cole, Madison, and Crane disagreed. In a response filed Wednesday to the allegations, they admitted to paying below minimum wage and using the tip credit, but denied owing servers for their tips. They claim the employees received additional compensation that satisfied FLSA requirements. The employees are seeking damages in the form of attorney's fees and money they earned during the hours they worked. But now that a response to the complaint has been filed, the case will go into discovery. Faust is encouraging any employees of the restaurant who worked there in the last 3 years to reach out. That's the latest here in Midtown. Joy Dukes, Fox 5 News.